Welcome to the 9th episode of the Grand Cosmic Story. Have you ever looked up at the sparkling stars in the night sky and wondered, do these stars have planets as our sun has? Is there anybody out there on those planets? Are there mysterious green-colored beings with big bulging eyes living on a few of them, as we see in some movies?
Are you curious about the world around you? Do you wonder what else is out there beyond our world? Dr. Latha Christie, a scientist and an author, will take you on a journey through the universe. Join her in exploring the universe through her web series, The Grand Cosmic Story. Stay tuned to find out what today's episode is all about.
Stories of unidentified flying objects or flying saucers fascinate us because they are associated with aliens or extraterrestrials or little green men who pilot them. Are these stories true? In October 2007, a fast-moving object was spotted over Kolkata in India, and video footage was released on a TV channel, triggering a frenzy. However, it was later identified to be the planet Venus. On September 20, 2019, about 1,500 people flocked to Area 51, a secret military facility in the desert of Nevada, north of Las Vegas, US, in search of aliens. This was because of a viral Facebook event called Storm Area 51. They can't stop all of us, claiming that the site hosted an alien spacecraft and the bodies of its alien pilots after they had crashed. But the US government refuted this, saying that there are no aliens and the crashed craft was a weather balloon. Detailed investigations of many UFO sightings showed that they were military flares or other planets or satellites or comets or even clouds. From ancient days, mankind had been curious about outer space. In the 1820s, the esteemed German mathematician Carl Friedrich Gauss is credited with the idea of clearing the forests of Siberia and planting massive wheat fields in the shape of geometrical objects to let those on the moon know that we are familiar with the Pythagorean theorem. After World War II, when radio astronomy took path-breaking turns and astronomers found out that there are billions of galaxies in our universe with billions of stars, they started to wonder if there could be some life out there. In 1950, Enrico Fermi, a Nobel Prize-winning physicist, wondered if a few of the billion stars with planets might support some form of life. Then we should have been visited by them many times till now. He was curious why we had not spotted aliens and uttered the most famous statement, "Where is everybody?" to his fellow nuclear scientist working on the Manhattan Project. This contradiction between the high probability that life exists elsewhere in the universe and the apparent absence of aliens is known as Fermi's paradox. This is a fascinating paradox. Is there life out there? Are we on Earth all alone? If there is life, where are those aliens? Are they shy, waiting for us to make the first move? Or are they watching us, or are they scared of us? This is a puzzle that experts from various disciplines have been struggling to solve over the past several decades. In 1961, Frank Drake arrived at an equation called the Drake equation that multiplies 7 values such as the average number of stars in our galaxy, the fraction of stars that form planets, the number of habitable planets per star, and so on, to provide a final estimate for detectable alien civilizations in our galaxy. He co-authored the book titled "Is Anyone Out There?" Hoping to find aliens, he tried to broadcast our presence to them by pointing an 85-foot dish at Tau Ceti, a sun-like star around 12 light years from us. At that time, Drake was a researcher at the National Radio Astronomy, West Virginia in the United States, and he named the project Ozma after the princess in a children's story titled Ozma of Oz. To his surprise, Tau Ceti yielded no signal in response. That was the first ever SETI, or the Search for Extraterrestrial Intelligence project, that was carried out. Later, Carl Sagan, a famous American astrophysicist, and Frank Drake constructed the first 3 messages that humans would supposedly send to extraterrestrial civilizations. They thought that since extraterrestrials might not have the same concept of language as we have, they worded the messages in the language of science with the hope that they would be found one day and read by them. The first 2 communications were sent out as plaques. The plaques included a pulsar map pinpointing the location of our solar system, a depiction of the position of the Earth in the solar system, a concept of unit length explained through the simple diagram of an atom, and illustrations of male and female human bodies. The space probe Pioneer 10 launched in 1972, and later Pioneer 11 launched in 1973 carried the plaques. The third message was sent on November 16, 1974 to the globular star cluster called the M13 cluster, located around 25,000 light years from Earth, mainly to shout out that humans here on this planet Earth are friendly. It was sent via radio waves from the Arecibo telescope in Puerto Rico as a part of the SETI project. Like the Arecibo telescope, there are many other huge radio telescopes situated around the world. They are the very large array telescopes, San Agustin in New Mexico, US, the giant meter wave radio telescope in Kobad near Pune, India, and so on. In 1977, a group of scientists took almost a year to finalize the sounds and sights of planet Earth to be sent to our little green friends in space, and uploaded them on 2 golden phonogram records. The phonogram records are carried by Voyager 1 and Voyager 2 spacecraft, which are still traveling deep in interstellar space. But the big question is, will our little green space friends be able to receive them? And even if they receive our message, will they be able to understand? Our scientists are hoping that there might be some intelligent aliens capable of space travel and communication who might one day be able to decode the puzzle and will plan to visit us. Scientifically, the chance of them receiving our message is very bleak. Space is big, really, really big. To reach the star closest to Earth after the Sun, Proxima Centauri, you will take 4.24 years if you travel at the speed of light, and there is no way you can travel close to the speed of light, which is 186,000 miles per second. There are huge difficulties in communicating across space. The noted astronomer, the late Carl Sagan, wrote in his book titled Cosmos, "Meanwhile, elsewhere there are an infinite number of universes, each with its own gods, dreaming the cosmic dream. It is said that men may not be the dreams of the gods, but rather the gods are the dreams of men." But even after decades of Carl Sagan writing this book, there have been no confirmed detections of alien signals as Carl Sagan had imagined. The eternal silence of these infinite spaces prevails. Recently, a Russian billionaire physicist Yuri Milner started an ambitious project called Breakthrough Starshot to survey millions of the stars close to the Earth by launching thousands of gram-sized spacecraft or star chips that would travel at 1/5 the speed of light. Scientists believe that this initiative may get some information from our nearest star by 2050 or so. Besides sending out friendly greetings and trying to listen to their signals, scientists are also looking for planets orbiting their parent stars called exoplanets. They are wondering if some of these exoplanets may host life. To date, more than 5,000 exoplanets have been discovered by looking at just one part of the sky in our Milky Way galaxy. When astronomers observe a star, if the brightness dims at regular intervals or if there is a tiny drop in brightness, they suppose that a planet is moving between the star and a telescope, blocking out some of the starlight. These exoplanets should be habitable with conditions that are exactly right for life. Neither too hot nor too cold. Hence, search is on to look out for traces of liquid water and biogenic gases in the atmosphere of these exoplanets that could possibly be telltale signatures for the presence of life out there. At least microbial life like tardigrades, nematodes, or roundworms that have the ruggedness necessary to survive extreme space conditions. However, no trace of any life forms has been found so far, although we have been looking for them with our best radio telescopes for more than half a century. Though we have not found any evidence of an inhabited alien planet so far, our search continues. Despite our serious search, the silence of the eternal space continues. Fermi's nagging question, "Where is everybody?" still remains unanswered. The silence to this question, "Where is everybody?" is an indication that we may be alone on a special planet orbiting around a special star situated strategically in a special galaxy. But even if our world seems to be the only habitable world known, we cannot tell that we are all alone with surety because we have searched only a small part of space. It's like saying that there is no fish in the whole ocean by sampling a small portion of the huge ocean. The noted science fiction writer Arthur C. Clarke stated, "Two possibilities exist. Either we are alone in the universe or we are not. Both are equally terrifying. It is terrifying because we are not sure what lies ahead of us. While we want to believe that there is somebody out there and we are not all alone, the very presence of such creatures elsewhere in the universe is scary. What if aliens land on our planets following our message to exploit us and our resources or even destroy all life as we know it?" The American anthropologist Lauren Isley, in a famous essay titled "The Cosmic Orphan," broods on man's aloneness in the universe. He writes, "Man is a cosmic orphan. He is the only creature in the universe who asks why. Other animals have instincts to guide them, but man knows to ask the question, 'Who am I? Why am I here? Where am I going?' The answers to these questions are dark and terrible without reference to God. You are an accident byproduct of nature, a result of matter plus time plus chance. There is no reason for your existence. All you face is death." These are the answers for the question, if there is no God. If there is no God, then man's life becomes absurd. There are two possibilities. We can be cosmic orphans, or we can be the special product of a wonderful designer who intentionally brought us into being and placed us on the special planet called Earth. What do you think is more probable?
Lift up your eyes and look to the heavens. Who created all these? He who brings out the starry host one by one and calls forth each of them by name. Because of his great power and mighty strength, not one of them is missing.
Bye for now. See you again in the next episode to find out if our sun is a special breed or not.